Nate's being thrown out already. There's the wingman for the easy plants. Not even going to be a cancel, deny, or anything. Blaze King does get the kill onto Crazy Guy as well. This is a great start here for Global Esports. Players of Bleed stuck at the back of that A site. That spike is planted right at the precipice of those traps, and Global don't even have to commit into the site itself. They can just stay all day long here on Elbow as the rest of Bleed now start to move right in.
They chill in. Bleed has to go in for that defuse, and as soon as they stick, the spray comes in, and it's just post-plant delays for days.
Ooh, lots of efforts here for both Egoist and Durian. Durian somehow making it work, but time not his friend. It shall be his enemy, and it shall be his team's demise. Trouble. Can he get out of harm's way, though? He's alone on an island. He's already brought out his classic because he was just losing so much ammunition as well as HP as he pushes through. He wanted to get that pinch so that his teammates could push up to B main, and when that fails, Global Esports now left scratching their heads, hoping that maybe their other lurker, Bedkai, is going to find some contact and success here on top mid. Okay, that's a little bit wishful thinking, you know?
Just shots up over the stairs.
Oh, no way he survives. He didn't. I mean, no shot connected from Russ, but that mosh pit was enough.
And he's got Thrasher available now, but you know, still a lot of players to work through.
I think I can jump over this, but I mean, Scary's prepared to hear the shot. They're here to jump and punish the transition. There it is.
Last player standing.
And there it is.
Again, it's just Bleed adapting to these changes. I mean, the calling on this side from Crazy Guy, as soon as they feel a bit of pressure towards A, they start to change things up. Global hasn't quite, you know, put one step ahead of that. So they instantly knew how to feel ready for however Polvi might push, and that's what we saw exactly towards Market.
And again, leaving Polvi to push by himself, I kind of get is what he does best, right? But in Sunset, where there's so many angles, there's so many traps that can really thwart that kind of approach, he needs some backup from his teammates, right? Anyways, Russ, IGL, mighty close to first contact right now, and he's not going to be unaware of Blaze King. That might be a big mishap in Bleed's decision-making. And immediately, Global Esports, you see them opening up the site, and that's what they were looking for. All down to Egoist. Global's calls more as that Clutch King. Oh, that haunt is absolutely phenomenal from Blaze King. Exposes the entirety of that A site, makes it easy for Polvi to find the first pick. His teammates gets another, and you already know it's a secured A site. Firepower is definitely in the hands of Global here. The only thing I'm looking at that could give a chance for Bleed is if Global oversteps their bounds, but even then, they have so much firepower to work with here.
Global Esports very much in the driver's seat right now. Almost makes you question if Bleed looks really uncomfortable on Sunset. I mean, clearly they have the composition for it, and in this round, at the very least, it is, you know, just an eco. But Global are decisively breaking into sites. Blaze King at the end, too.
Through the wall as well. Is he going to find Egoist? That's going to be huge. If he does, Egoist survives. No way, it clips. It clips the stairs here, Quack. And that allows him to break through the traps right there. Lightning Fast can't get in quick enough. And this leaves Russ, the IGL, once again by himself in a position where he might as well just fall down, which he does. As it gives enough for Durian to also pick up the operator, which is tremendous. No one else was pushing that B main, so it's a free pick for Durian, and he can just choose to get back. And because of that, as he spots no one as well, that coaxed the rest of Bleed to start getting some information here on mid. Crazy Guy activates the drone, spots out Polvi. Now they're aware Global is coming here on top mid.
And they're very much so ready to receive it, too. Polvi, it's an op versus op, but Darian's got the other angle, takes down Lightning Fast, and as it happens, Crazy Guy comes back in around just to check.
Yikes. Polvi's on an operator, so you can't really deal with so many angles, slow pushing like that when no one is checking your 6. One at the corner here. Crazy Guy actually picks himself out the operator, wants the challenge, and they will get punished. gloriously by Benkai. If he finds some opening here, maybe somehow, some way, there was a world where he can get into A and activate that ultimate and then put himself in a 2v1, snuck himself all the way up to A. Scary unawares. Egoist. Does he dare push A main right about now? Because Benkai might not leave his ultimate. If Egoist can time this perfectly, nobody from Lead is going to be aware of... Oh, never mind. That Thrash is just diabolical.
With that, the punish from Benkai onto Egoist. It's going to be Darren with the showstopper to try to bring things back for his team. It starts things off with the op shot, and that does bring numbers back just by a bit.
Polvi slowly coming into mid. Ooh, crazy guy. Thought he bit off more than he can chew. This man's got molars for days. Durian. Does he risk himself to push here with the showstopper? Nah, it's... The ROI isn't good enough.
Save. Corners. They want to make sure that they can keep the numbers advantage as they execute in, but Scary does not let that happen.
Lightning Fast already down. Yay and Egoist. Whew, look at this, backside control. Lightning Fast cannot get out. Shut it step. Aye, catched up by Yay, 3 kills and Bleed 4 to 6.
By elbow. He knows that this is a spot that Global has approached many times before and wants to counter it.
Oh, that's a huge hunt. Who's got the here's the party? That is going to be Durian dunking it in the face of Benkai. And this is a bloody take here for Bleed. Somehow manages to get in. Durian throws out the nade. Can he find one? Lightning Fast with the late lurk and the counter late lurk from Yay. It's 1-1, 2 versus 2. Retake will have to be done here by Bleed. But Global Esports, they've doubled up. They got a solid positioning right now. And Durian still holding this operator. We'll have to wait for Yay to double up with him. But Yay just runs into the side and, well, trips up face first into the embracing hands of Polvi and teammate. Polvi's the one right now with the showstopper. How does the not connect on Yay? On the corner. Doesn't matter. Still gets the kill. Man is on a tear here. Global Esports want to make a statement to end this first half if they can. Still have to be very careful as they know that Bleed still has working pieces. They've only found Yay. They haven't gotten Durian yet, who has been such a thorn with this operator. They're making a lot of noise here on mid side right now, Quack, but they're coming back to A, where Durian seems to be prepared, but is he truly?
Yeah, I don't know how he can escape with this one. Oh my goodness!
He doesn't need to escape, man. He only needs to thrive, and he gets the collateral. Polvi does shut him down very quickly. Damage be done. Has to pick up the spike, 30 seconds. His teammate, Lightning Fast, trying to get that clearance so that there is a lot more opportunity for Polvi to push up onto the A site more securely. The big problem is, can he? Also, just going to put it out there, does Crazy Guy have some nasty little lineup for a default plant because he's got 2 shock darts. I don't know where, I don't know how.
I kind of expect him to be able to do that. If not, at the very least, he's got the recon for his team to come in at the retake. They've got the numbers for it. But Polvi has paint shells too. I don't know if he wants to push out even further though. That's the thing. Because he might get punished and that's basically going to be the round for Bleed now.
You know, I was thinking that he was going to use all of those utilities of his, but he doesn't really need to. You know why? They're not expecting him to be on the site. The footsteps backs away. Bleed, they've been sought after, they've been found out, and Polvi here pulverizes Egoist. That's going to leave Bleed trapped on A main. If Polvi decides to actually push the tempo right now, and Bleed, they're taking fights that they can't win. We're not done just yet, hold on. Benkai's around the corner here, spotted out by Durian, so maybe this is the fight that Bleed are finally looking for. But there is still so much to unravel from Global Esports. So Bleed decides otherwise to go around. I think they're hoping to maybe find Polvi somewhere lurking, but as we can see, he's somewhere there on top of A link, so they're not going to find anything. But if they go to B, this is where they can find themselves a chance. But with market door being closed, they're going to burn a bit of time waiting, checking, and then in a couple of seconds they have to rush.
Either way, Global Esports holds the advantage, right? And that's the most interesting thing, at least for this round. Although it's a full new squad, they carry on the same statistics from last year in VCT Pacific. having one of the most highest number of first round wins.
Statistic do we have with how effective Blaze King's haunts have been? Because it's been giving away so much positioning right now. Look at Durian just dodging into the site itself. Like Fast not going to be able to escape that one. Explosion from Bleed is here. Oh, that is a huge mosh pit. That blinds everybody. Yay, just frantically spraying it down. Polvi picks himself up. A Spectre pushes up, but Scary's on top of that case, and that's going to be Bleed 6-9 to A main. If he decides to push up, maybe he can find something, but it seems like Polvi might have overheated a little bit here, jiggling a little bit too much, and Crazy Guy capitalizing. And it's as easy as that. Now, the rest of Global pushing up on mid could put a pinch on the late lurking Ye, but B-side should be theirs. Never mind, Ye turns it back, and now he's got that late lurk that GE will have to deal with. And it's deal upon deal. All right, we're not done just yet. It's fine. We're charging in. Benkai's huge. He gets another one. We'll get shut down by Egoist. But as dust settles, who's getting the advantage right now? Feels like it's Bleed. Should be. They are pushing lightning fast, but the punishes and the quick trades for Global Esports. Oh, hold on. Polvi's in trouble here. He decides to go on the other direction that might have been incorrect for him. Russ has pocketed himself onto the corner in the IGL, not falling behind. Let's go. Oh, what a controlled spray from Lightning Fast and Russ. Egoist now alone. Polvi might not have gotten any kills, but his teammates sure made use of the push outside of mid that he has just done. Neural Theft activated. That's going to expose the positioning. Spike not in the hands of Egoist here, though. And he is looking for a kill rather than pick up the spike first, because he doesn't, even though he's exposed his opponents, he does not have the map control to really take advantage of that.
I have retrieved.
Well, let's think about this, right? You got 50 seconds left. You got full armor. You've got a rifle. It's not entirely impossible. So he could go in for the spike plant first, but then where do you go after that? You know the full force and might of Global Esports. At least the last 3 players are definitely going to come after you. Russ has the Thrasher.
30
so
seconds
stay in a spot that's, you know, well concealed enough that Russ can't find you. I guess Market is away. Maybe you sneak back out to the top of mid, come back in with a big flank. That is an idea, but Benkai is watching the back.
Oh. Oh my god! No! Russ actually found him! Showing what it means. Yeah, there it is.
As well. Now back into it. Last ditch effort from Bleed. It's going to be a bit of a contact play towards B main.
They're just running it down. I mean, everybody from Bleed was shot by the paranoia of Lightning Fast. Lightning Fast, though, holding inside his own smoke. That's about to dissipate pretty soon here as he pushes out and covers the entirety of the Bleed conspiracy on B main. Double satchel from Turion. Man is clean. Benkai's by his lonesome, and that's going to be a quick clean round for Bleed here. The sniper. That is the idea. But the idea will not be turned into a reality, as it's been pretty much snuffed out by Crazy Guy here. Benkai's hoping that they might push a bit forward here. Heroics from the sub-IGL, as I probably would call it. Anyways, Bleed, clean on the take. They just waited a couple of seconds. Able to get one. Blaze King trying to hold the back of the side, but will lose control instantaneously. And the rest here of Global Esports trying to brute force their way. It might work, but
It will hold off against it. So now Polvi back into his market. They got more lines of sight.
Benkai has gotten the first kill. Step in the right direction right now for Global Esports. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Wingman and Dizzy makes Egoist a sad, sad boy. 3 more players here for Bleed. Global Esports coming back alive. Yay and Scary. Controllers a miss. They will try to do their darndest to stop the defuse from coming in, but it will not be denied. Ye's on the last legs. No one's still defusing it right now. Wait! Okay, there we go. They just try to spray through the Viper's Pit, but it's gonna get DE9, as was being pointed out a day ago by the desk. Scary finds one. Jurion still holding the mid lurk just in case, but it's the full blown push of Global Esports here on that A site. Blaze King. It's not gonna work, fortunately. Plant will commence, and the post will happen.
I mean, they've already got the numbers advantage, dwindling global esports as they try to push in. So despite this being a forced buy, it's not going to be an easy one. Good shot from Polvi, though.
Oh, it's a big flash. There you go. That's what they were looking for. blazeking throwing the utility inside the smoke. Gets himself an advantage here, repositions. They don't know where he is. And you're absolutely right. Polvi's Outlaw is something to be feared about as Global Esports dismantling the defense and making this force buy work out in their favor.
Wow, what a way to bring things back.
Angle. It's just one thin piece of metal. There's Ye, but he unloads, unleashes the entirety of this. Durion's been exposed to the back of the site.
30 seconds
Might not be long for his world, but because they haven't commit the push fully, he can still reposition. And he is using that wall, he is using the smoke.
Standing.
It still just gets thrown up in the air. That's going to be another great global contact, and Scary forced to save. They got closer now. A couple of body tags. Ye is in trouble. He's pulling out a couple of those smokes, the cloud bursts, but it doesn't stop the barrage of bullets being thrown apart here by Global Esports. It gave the weapon to Polvi that he's used up every single blade that he's gotten. The rest of Global now pushing all the way onto B, where no lick.
You've got Egoist, though, so he might be able to hear what's going on, so he calls the rotations over. But again, without the guns, without the vision, they really can't do all too much in this retake. Global is just controlling things. Ye, again, getting shut down because of Russ and the whole team spraying him down. And now, numbers advantage, they're just sitting pretty. They've got the null command, not really necessary either. Just waiting for Bleed to peek into them.
Polvi's just been put in a pedestal where Polvi do go things. The things that he does, so scary up against Bleed.
Oh.
He might have overextended his welcome a little bit with that peek of his, and this coaxes the push with the Reckoning, and somehow Bleed comes in. Egoist with the double kill already, pushing up the huge use on that dart, and in the matter of a split second, it's just all been turned up in their heads. Bankai gets the double spray down. Mishap on Polvi. He swung out to like 3 people from Bleed checking him out.
Oh.
Which was a big, big no-no. Polvi, though, he just got through. Gets the first pick. Crazy guy right on top, but Russ immediately gets the refrag. Dust settles, so that's going to be Scary alone.
Towards mid. But even then, you know, talk about a plan gone wrong from before. Darian didn't really know how to respond either when he pushed up.
Ooh,
now it's Polvi.
Polvi. What a positioning there. And again, they were just waiting for that wall to drop down before they start exploding into the site. And it feels like this plan has been replicated, changed up a little bit, but still the A site is where GE find their home. Sure, they've rotated a couple times to B, but here on A, Bleed have no true answers. They will get the 1 kill, GE gets 2. They'll get 2 kills, GE gets 3. What is the answer right now? Ye's on his blades. And there's really no reason for him not to go for this. But with the doubling up of these 2 players from Bleed and that spike positioning not really to his favor, man is in a tight spot, to say at the least. And yeah, I mean, what would you expect? That was a 3v1, and the Nano Swarms could provide some indication of denial. Egoist, pretty damn good on that one with the kill here on Polvi.
Ooh,
Late lurk from blazeking. Dart, presence known outside of screens. If you can get a couple of picks, that should be lethal for him. While his teammates on the side are fighting back, and blazeking somehow manages to pick up Crazy Guy. Durion does get the refrag, but that is time wasted for the favor of Global Esports. Coming in back onto the site. Viper's Pit makes it very difficult for them to push up, but they found lightning fast. That pit's going down. Time is ticking. Benkai's still alive. Did he press any late nano swarms?
Yeah.
And Russ is also doing the same with the fragment.
Wow.
They're buying as much time as they can. Russ pushes up, gets denied. Spike. Ooh, I don't know. And now he might be forced back here, and I don't know, man.
There are no words.
That was a big mishap.
There are no words. It is what it is. We keep going forward. Global Esports have been doing such a good job. You know, whether it's bits of timing or just the sudden peaks out. they're able to react so quickly to take him down. But guess what? Crazy Guy comes back in with the Guardian play. Spike not down yet, but surely soon enough.
Ooh.
And Bleed are trying to wrap back in around this, make them feel uncomfortable.
Turn the Tide activated here from Durian, forcing them into the embracing hands of Crazy Guy. He's been good on the Guardian for 2, but he can't convert it into the 3rd. Reckoning denies just a lot of this one. Durian is so close to the rest of them, but they haven't planted anything just yet. The miss on the bullets, but Russ is there to back up his teammate, and Egoist is left into a 3 versus 1. He can get close. He might be able to find Russ and Member here, but he cannot convert.
Been to take things slow and easy, but off at the timeout, they want to let it rip. Oh!
Crazy Guy's letting it rip, though. He's letting his presence known. It's a bait and switch play between him and Ye. That was a huge, huge one. They realized that Crazy Guy is consistent as ever, even through all of these mishaps that Bleed have put themselves into, and they utilize that. Reducing the numbers of global esports is a huge benefit here for Bleed. The rest of Bleed, or excuse me, Global, now rotating elsewhere on the map.
I don't know if these movements are felt. Egoist is definitely in position, you know, now deciding to really kind of reinforce the mid ground, although it's not really been a lane that Global has explored before. I don't know how much this Stinger can do, though. Spots the shoulder, goes in for the spray, tries to reload, but it's a quick trade. Now, B site might be open unless Scary can turn things around.
Did BlazeKing already gave away his position on yellow? Well, regardless, Scary's pretty much aware of what could happen here right in front of him. And makes quick work of BlazeKing. All right, let's see what happens here. Null Command's been activated already. There's the utilization of the Null Command. No escape here for Ye, as he only gets the shutdown on the 1. Lightning Fast and the rest of Global Esports as they just keep getting kill after kill after kill. Leaves Scary to his devices.
Who wants it more?
Well, Povey seems to say, I do, with that first pick on Crazy Guy. Trade for trade, though, but Ye is down to 45. Still trapped for Global here on B Long between Russ and Lightning Fast. And it seems like Bleed only cut a little bit of that noise, you know, looking for that rotation out. But they still want to push this up. Global Esports holding their position. Russ, I don't know if he spotted Ye here or if Ye's going to check the corner, and it is Trigger Discipline. Ye has, oh my god, Lightning Fast. Does get the trade-off, down to 4 bullets, and he will get immediately dealt with by the rest of Bleed. Bleed now. Okay, slowly creeping up onto the B side. One playing at the back of things. Benkai swings out. Fortunately, everybody's just too quick. BlazeKing does get the quick trade. Does he know about the late lurk here from Egoist on mid that Recon Dart will expose? So his suspicions are correct. Big tags, one more, and he will be able to get that. Bleed gets it. Push through this, though. I mean, yeah, they can get those stuns working for them, but how well can they trade? Pretty damn well, actually, here for Bleed. Russ is by himself, the back of the site, holding on, and he will be able to shut down Ye. 2 versus 3 here. Cove gives some entryway here for Durian, who was able to pick up a rifle, picks down Russ, and is making it a very good case right now that Bleed's bonus is pretty damn successful. The swing out, the trade in. Durian's been spotted on Heaven, and Benkai in a 1 versus 1. Can the former Paper X player do it? Unfortunately not, as Durian clutches for the 4K. Oh, he's already committed the wall, and Durian's always have his Reckoning up and running already here, and that's always to the benefit right now for Bleed. Shut that onto Ye, gonna make it a little bit better for the onslaught of Global Esports, but here comes Lightning Fast, and Crazy Guy made the mistake of the jump spot. That's gonna be something bad for him. It's already halved, so unless Scary can really do something other than just these post-plant throws, I don't think it's going to be enough. Maybe Egoist can get him, yes! Oh my god, that's actually absolutely phenomenal! Time is enough for Scary to clutch it! High Tide. Big flank coming in from Polvi here. No utilities activated just yet. Here comes the flank. There's the use on the Hunter's Fury from the other side to break down that Killjoy ultimate. Once this wall drops down, all hell will break loose. And who will come out on top? It's actually going to be Global.
Think about it, compositionally speaking, I want to see Darren doing more. Ooh. Lockdown, Hunter's Fury, just as you said.
But at what cost, man? Look at the kills that they've gotten already. Sure, they can try to break this lockdown. Is exorbitant. They're doubled up, aren't they? Yikes! Benkai hasn't been spotted yet, so he can maybe wrap around. But no, the turret can actually spot him if he comes around the corner here. If he pushes the same angle that Polvi did, there's still 2 players of Bleed coming in, and I don't even know how Bleed just second guesses someone's going to push them up, and they get that trade for free. There's more trades happening here on A main, and Ye's just like, thank you very much. Give me those 2 kills. Leaving Benkai and Blaze King by themselves for the moment.
Might be on site. High Tide blocks up a lot as well, but
Ouch.
Blaze King, good spray this time.
Spike planted.
I mean, his opponent just popped a couple of shots through the smoke. Blaze King, a master tracer. Just bringing up back the pain to the source of, to the point of origin. It's a huge fragment though. Here comes Russ activating the null command already. He's gonna have to get a couple of impact kills here, or else it's just gonna be all for naught. Eagle is gonna be doing his darndest again. He did it a while ago with Scary, but not gonna happen this time. Very hairy here for Bleed. Global Esports, they've tucked themselves into corners. Scary's gotten the first pick, but Polvi's right here, holding on. Cannot for Blaze King. And it has gone topsy-turvy on either side. Lightning fast. Anchoring, hoping, praying that he can maybe get something before, or rather as he waits for Benkai to come in for the play, and Benkai comes up huge. 1 versus 1. It's him and Scary. 20 seconds. Scary's gonna have to pick up Spike, but look at this. Benkai's down to 10. Scary, all he needs is 1 bullet, a hair, a whiff, and that might be it. No damn way he misses this, and Scary gets it.
さらにはフォールトに走って抜けていく。
目の前
ゼロキリ
近すぎる。
ここはデリオンのファーストブラッド。
展開が早いんですよ。
そうですね、ミッド、
いいですねこれ
ここは足止めのスネークバイト。そしてベント側から、ただこのアフターショックデリオン避けていますが、ベンカイがその間クレイジーガイを倒している。おお、クラシックで飛び込んでいきました。さらにスモーク見えたところ抜いていきましたベンカイ。ただ先に抜けてきたエゴイストダブルキルですが、ブレイズキングのカバーで 1v2 スパイクをリングマンに任せて、そのままブレイズキング倒しきりました。まず前半のピストル取り切ったのはグローバル e スポーツです。チューピット、さらには DC を入れてポルビが入っていくが、トラップは嫌だ。リングマントリプルキル。
しかも後ろのリングも倒した。
さらに正面クレイジーガイ。残ったのはライトニングファスト。武器はスペクター。スロープ上がっていきますが、その先はダークカバーによって塞がれている。抜けるとその先にはエゴイストが待っています。スロープ追いかけられていたところ、前に出たライトニングファストの肩が見えました。ゲイ守れるか。ここはポルビが打ち勝っていきましたが、後続の結構のブレスキングがエゴイストが倒しています。シャローセンプ抜けていったラス、サイト中エゴイスト11トレード、ライトニングファストのカバーが入りました。ベント抜けていくところにはトラップワイヤーが張ってあります。ここで破壊したことによって通知が入りました。3on2、人数よりは GE。ブリードは2名での取り返し。スポン側の勝負、ベンカイ。ブラスバック飛び込んできたが、ここはしっかりと挟み込んでいきました。ガレージからライトニングファストのカバーです。ただパラノイアの開始、イエイが当たりに行ったところはポルビかかっていませんでした。
逆にポルビがここまで入っているとは思わなかったか。
ニューラルセット、ただ下からクレイジーガイ。いや、階段からですね、階段からのクレイジーガイ。
さあハサミですが、展開するか。
動き、どうですかね。
うまく引きましたね。
はい、下がりました。A 側へのローテート。ライトニングファーストに関してはこう間に合わなかった、そんなシーンでした。入っていったからショート。おお、ポールビ打ち落とした。
設置もできた。ラスのフォールトラインも上がりそうだ。
ピントランで誘い出して、さらにショーストッパーで返した。
構えてるだけで時間稼ぎができます。
時間を稼いで打っていきました。さらにはタワー側、スロープ側に回っていく2名。ラス、ベンカイの動きもあります。エルボーからの取り返し、ポルビ耐えられるか。コートの勝負、ダブルピーク。ただ解除に対しては車線が通せている。1人スキャリーがカバーを取って、エルボーのラス位置はバレているがフォールトライン。ただ解除はハウまで通った。ただ、しっかりと回り込んで倒しきりました。
スタンも入ってましたからね。
はい、
Go against it. The push out, and it's just too clean for Global. No sweat in that one. I like how, again, Lightning Fast is using himself as a human recon dart where he just keeps TPing in positions for his teammates to feed off of, but Benkai also solid on these lurks, and Bleed left to really just scratch their heads. Ouch. Yay, down to 1.
No.
El Diablo is down to El Uno.
No way you like clutch this at 1 HP.
No, of course not. I mean,
No.
that's crazy, guy.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But absolutely right. I mean,
Stab, 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 stab. Ah. Ye was looking. Who's been so good at these contact plays, and there it is once again. Durian. Okay, there we go. He's get the impact play. Neural Theft slows it down a little bit further. Blaze King now calling the rotation. Hold on, Lightning Fast. He's got himself that from the shadow, so he can pick it up, the spike. But there is a world where they might break him and not. No, he picks it up. It's pretty easy for him. Anyways, hold Heaven. They must. Planet for Heaven, Planet for Open, and it's a 3 versus 3 on this retake.
still do have Egoist up around screens though. Trying to make their way through. But what it comes down to is how well they can really break apart this Heaven hold. Darian out through. Ooh, punches him.
Yeah, Egos was waiting for a better angle there if he can. Benkai through the smoke as well. Lightning Fast coming here too. Paranoia coming out, but does not dissuade Scary, and Egoist is not in a good spot, but he doesn't need to be. He's hiding in the corner. He's been spotted, and that's gonna be him down and dusted. Yay, holding the angle here. Pushes out with the snake bite, but gets caught in the collateral of things, even hiding inside the smoke. Seeker's been activated here by the defenders, but it's so early that the Seekers won't really threaten the control and rotation capabilities of Global Esports. Egoist now coming in through B Heaven. He's been such a stalwart of Vanguard. But these tags, man, he's been put in a position where he has to do so much, and he might not be able to do anything at all.
Yeah, great ways to check too from the likes of
Smokes
Russ.
Only good for one, though.
Still good reactions nonetheless, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Global Esports having the numbers now, they get to push in, they got the site. It's just a near impossible retake. The rest of the Bleed members aren't even really moving.
Trying to get this B main control. He might even use the showstopper, but it's not even needed as he gets that double spray down beautifully executed. They're gonna push him up, and Pulvy just pulverizes the opposition. Scary holds on, gets the 3K, pushes back Blaze King. No more flashes for him. Does have a wingman. Can use it to push forward, but he waits patiently as Benkai comes in with the double up, and Ye's right here in the corner, helping out Scary with this Judge 2 in hand. Wow. Oh, that was a risk. That was a risk! He didn't even second guess if he should break the wingman. He just tanked it everything and hoped that his Judge would be good enough in that close quarters. And this might all be just all for naught. The tag as well, and Crazy Guy, he disabled for a couple of seconds, and they've allowed Global to plant the spike in a very safe manner. No, we're not even just yet. Sorry, excuse me. Crazy Guy's pushing up. And what just happened, Quack?
Just Global Esports feeling that confidence today. I mean, of course, Egoist with nothing but a classic. We're expecting him to clutch back up. He did it before. Knows exactly where Ben is.
Oh my god! 4 bullets! Up to my pay grade, at least for now. Oh my goodness! Okay, I am overreacting way too much, I know, but Pulvy is creating openings when there's so little visual stimuli for this man.
I say, like, fair enough. You know, the round just started. He just got right in, and the spike's already planted.
Scout destroyed.
Bleed have got their work cut out for them. The peek out does allow Durian to get the trade quickly against Lightning Fast, and Durian just running it down. They're hoping that they can get these contacts. Russ, if he can get a kill, maybe he can rip out an ultimate for himself. One around the corner is going to be Blaze King, but do they know, coming up from Heaven is Benkai. Defuse on the spike, but Crazy Guy holds his teammate's hand, and Bleed somehow. The Paranoia will be soon to follow, but did Durian get hit at all? Excuse me for the loss of words. The reposition so that the aftershock does not engulf him. Nade is available, throws it out of the corner, and that is a great separation of utility here for Bleed. You see Global trying to push through, and they get separated again because of the snake bite, again because of that paint shells, but trades come in aplenty. We've equalized the numbers. There's going to be the plant on the spike here for Bleed, but Global have Heaven and screen control, but Durian is putting the effort, is putting this game into his own hands. He's already gotten 3K. If he can do more, maybe even an ace.
Oh, that cam says everything.
He has another nade.
Darius in a prime position to pick this up. Gets further info, just sees one, right? So he knows where the other is.
I mean, they're taking a very long time to get close into things.
For the timing of it as your opponents move out. It's a little bit unfortunate.
Does get the trade on, yay. This is just again, a pistol here for Global too. If they push up, Russ has a stun, so maybe that's going to be something to utilize right now, which it actually is working out fairly well for Global Esports. They've got the numbers advantage already. They're already looking right behind him because they are aware that Blaze King can pick up a weapon, which he already has, and they're not even looking at this. Bleed are so lost. The Thrifty is so solid for the South Asian team. But now it's all left again in the hands of Egoist, and he doesn't even have the spike in his inventory. Womp womp.
Still though, want to be careful about it. You got two classics, can't lose any advantage that you have.
Breach.
Round's not over.
Oh my gosh, he even get the 180, but Benkai's just too quick.
Crouched at the end too. A little bit unfortunate for Egoist. Darren does have a showstopper, but this round, not the one that you really want to commit unless you pick up more. Egoist. Benkai being careful.
Yeah, doesn't want to overstep his bounds as he's the only one holding that A side for him by himself for the moment. Durian is just quickly charging in, finds Benkai, uses the nade to delay things a bit further. Does he pick up the weapon? That's the question.
Yeah, I think he does.
He does. And gets
Passes
out.
it on over.
And gets out without being traded too, which is perfect. Like you mentioned, passes it on over.
There.
That was a huge, huge pickup right now for Bleed. Alert coming again from none other than the man himself, Egoist. Paranoia has been thrown out. Here's the bombardment from the rest of Global. Lightning Fast gets one. Blaze King comes into the corner here. There's too much for him to handle, but he is perfectly juggling the aggression. Polvi is waiting for the Kumbayas, the Boom Boom Pows. He pushes right up, but Durian gets two.
Oh.
There's going to be the aftershock right now from Russ. And even though this is a weaker buy for Global Esports, the trades are even, and Bleed still are very much aware of the big ultimate looming at the A site if again, Polvi's still holding in that position.
It's got to be Polvi though, right? Yeah, and then at the very least, I guess maybe Bleed just wanting to bypass all of that. Transitions over to the B site. It does give the rest of Global a little bit more time and space to pick up some of these rifles. And then we'll have a different round. Oh, this is...
Ooh, that smoke telegraphs something though. It's a B heaven that covers a lot of things.
Oh.
I wonder what the call for Bleed is. Honestly, pushing all the way through spawn stairs wouldn't be too bad right about now, because if they can find where Benkai is hunkered at, they wouldn't have to deal with all these pesky tripwires that is set up everywhere.
Oh, Ben.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, but they probably won't. Crazy Guy's one off from his Seekers as well here. Benkai's holding on.
Stay alive. Got the showstopper in.
Ooh.
Got some rifles now we can play in this round. We don't have armor, but sure enough, it's a better fight than, you know, as to go with the classics.
Look at how far everyone from Bleed is placed at. Scary's just done.
Oh, great camera from
Last
Benkai.
player standing.
That's hard. Polvi's by himself at this point. Plant, Spike actually out in the open. This works in their favor. Now Polvi's been spotted. If you can just jiggle a little bit more for Crazy Guy to get that bit of information.
Wow.
It's
Time,
not even
though.
diffused at all, yeah. So he has to back away. Gets the quick little punish.
For Ultimate still able to keep themselves in the lead. Polvi back to the sudden rhythm game where we push out.
Too much rhythm. If we're looking at how he just re-peeked that. Trade for trade though, both of the raises down and dusted. And this gives a chance right here for Bleed to rotate and at least not be afraid anymore of, you know, the operator that is available here for Pulvi. I do hear the Thrash being used, so that's probably to get a lot more information here on A, see if Heaven's being controlled or whatever, and it is not. So Benkai, be ready.
Definitely here's the Trailblazer at the very least, trying to make use of his one-way. He's got a second. Oh no.
He doesn't have a second chance to actually use it.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
But what a great spray. Like, of course the Cypher would be on the other side.
Of course. Here we go. Second time to do another thing with the Thrash. Look at how far back Ye is actually playing. He's been pushed back hard by this Thrash though. Wingman used actually on Mail, and Ye has got himself the perfect timing on this lurk. He's been spotted already, but him gravitating this attention definitely secures the round here for Bleed. Picks Worthy Garner. Durion's just charging it in. That's gonna get punished. Lightning Fast comes back into cover, and Bleed somehow should be at least bombarded and wiped out, but they're holding on. Benkai gets the 3K though. And the man himself is creating opportunities, is creating moments. This guy is nursing an operator right now on attack. Durion spots it. He gets one. That wall saves him. And Russ, trying to get any form of contact, any form of trade, gets denied, and himself in the process as well. Benkai gets a couple of kills, but he can't do what he did in that last round, leaving Pulvi in a 1 versus 4. The person that needs to stay alive from Bleed here has got to be scary. Because first things first, they've dropped the spike, and they need to pick it up somewhat. Okay, they're still beaming control right now. Durion's coming into the corner here. Blaze King is right in front of him. Trigger Discipline could provide some dividends, which it does. And Blaze King is holding on. This is going really, really bad for Bleed as they get unraveled. They took too long. And again, Spike's gonna have to be brought into that A site. But everybody's taking corners, checking angles, and it's all down once again to Egoist. This time, he's by himself. Right in front of him is Pulvi, and Pulvi jettisons. Actually just be them losing their lives, but he somehow manages to find Benkai. They destroy the tripwires here, and Bleed strike back.
Okay.
It's not yet over. It's a 4 versus 3, sure, but you can never count out Global Esports, so Bleed has still got to grind the 2 rounds into overtime for them to even have a chance.
They've taken out Blaze King. Up next is going to be Pulvi, looking to dive straight onto site, perhaps from Heaven, but denied by Darien.
One enemy remaining.
There's one more. That's going to be Russ. IGL, captain, my captain. Can you lead me into the promised land? Let's drop down on Hell here. They know where he is. The reposition, but he's good for the first. Could be good for the second. Crazy guy. If he overheats, that's an opportunity for Russ to get into the site. Durion's life already done, which somehow, miraculously, it doesn't. Pulvi gets immediately traded in the back of the site. Benkai's still here. Pushes up. He converts, and Benkai is the hero, leaving it all down to Scary 3 versus 1. Neural Theft activated. Oh, this is going horribly wrong for Bleed. And Scary, he's done miraculous things during Ascension Pacific. Can he do it now? Global Esports close to eliminating their opponent. Scary's giving away his location here. He's got a shot at step.
It is scary.
10 seconds for the smoke too. Paranoia. There's the swing out, and Benkai for the 4K and the winning